Hi everyone, I'm back again. Okay, I did a poll and people want to hear more about Ganon. So I'm going to have a look at Ganon's charts again, when he vanished, all the different times we've been given, and do an update on the search, what's going on today, what's happened, covering all the main things that we know about. So first of all, we'll have a look at what's going on search-wise. Then we'll go and have a look at a couple of charts. Okay. As of today, they've actually suspended the search. They were continuing to search up in the area in southern Douglas County, but also they went back to the house. So the search has been suspended, but forensics and whomever have gone to the house. So the police have said that the investigation is moving forward, and I think it really is. I think it won't be long, like I've said before. So I've done a couple of maps here because I wanted to firstly figure out the time frame. So the stepmother and Ganon leave the house according to the CCTV. I know that's not the right number, but it's close enough. According to the CCTV or video footage, from the neighbour at 10:15. Now it takes 30 minutes to get to Petco, and she was there and leaving Petco by 11 o'clock. So she basically sort of gunned it there, quickly bought something or bought the stuff she bought in 10 minutes, and then at 11 checked out. Now, the furthest that she could have possibly gone between 11 and 1, which was when she was back at Petco, is actually Larkspur, which is about 30 miles away, 35 minutes roughly. So roughly to the area where they're looking at. So that would be 35 minutes to get there, 30 to 45 minutes to do whatever she was doing at that time. So there's just a half an hour window. And then from Larkspur or that area back to her house is 50 minutes. So it's basically gets her home just at 2:15. So as literally the furthest that she can go north, this is obviously, is Larkspur, and there's no time in between to do anything else with all these maps. So from her place, from Ganon's house to Petco is half an hour. So 10:15 to 10:45. Okay, that's half an hour. So and then she checked out at 11 a.m. So to get out of her car and whatnot, it's like 5 minutes. So about 10:50. So she bolted in there and bought stuff and got out of there. So then at 11 o'clock, I'm just going over this again, she went from Petco, and if north, the furthest she could possibly go is 30 miles, which is about 35 minutes. So in the 2 hours spare, basically, it will take her 35 minutes to get up there, 35 minutes to get back. That's an hour and 10 minutes. That leaves like 50 minutes to do whatever is being done, which is pretty much about right, you would think. So then back to Petco, seen on camera again, and at 1 o'clock, and then there is there's some missing time between 1 and 1:45 because from Petco back home would have been half an hour. So there's 15 minutes unaccounted for there. So we've got a 15-minute spare. I mean, unless she's gone the back way. No, that's roughly the same. There's no other ways that makes it a bit longer. Okay, there is. Back ways could add up to that spare 15 minutes. But is the 1013 chart, so when they were seen leaving the driveway. So again, we have Ganon represented by Aries, which is Mars, in the 8th house, so that's not good. Ganon's also represented by the moon in Pisces. Now, please keep in mind, Mercury is now in Pisces and retrograde. So it's going to be playing around with this area here. So Mercury might bring out the lies because Neptune is here, and Neptune is deceit and lies. Venus is here, that's the female, and there's Ganon there. There's 16. The deceit and the lies may come out during this retrograde period, so by the 10th of March we should know the full story. Okay, there's lots of rumours about drugs, and she cryptically wrote about bath salts, which is weird. I mean, I don't know whether this lady takes drugs or not, but I don't know what the bath salts is all about, but there's been mention of poisoning. Now, I immediately in my gut, I didn't really feel that, but I can't say that that's not indicated with this Neptune and the Moon and Venus here. Neptune represents poison, but it can also represent the deceit, the lies, and because it's near the Moon and near Venus, the two rulers of the chart, it can also show. Like I said before, that he's in snow, well, in water that has turned to snow. Now, interestingly, male energy keeps on coming up. With a lot of the readers and mediums that have been doing the readings, they've been seeing this male energy, and I have too, and an authoritative energy, and that, I believe, is this Capricorn MC, and Jupiter in Capricorn, and Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn and the MC being there, it's like the public, the way that we're seeing it and perceiving it is that there's a masculine energy masking what's going on. And there's a lot of masking with this, and that's this area here in the 12th house. So I actually don't feel that there's a male involved in this. I feel as though the only male that is involved is the fear that the female that did this has in regard to how she's going to be seen by males. And that's shown by Mars, Ganon there being, and Mars is also representative of men, being at 16, squaring Venus at 16. So there's that indication that she's scared of the repercussions of what's going to happen when he finds out what had happened. Now, this is the area where the moon is and Venus and Neptune. This is the area where the line, the red line in the mapping is, the one that I've been looking at and showing you the most. So this is the area that we're looking at, the direction. Now, we're the miles outward doesn't actually match anything in particular in this chart. But Saturn and Pluto, Saturn being that authoritative figure, and this 10th house being so packed here, 23 and 24, it's important. So 23, 24 miles. I'm also thinking that 16 miles from the house is a possibility, and I'll show you where that goes to. So as you'll see, that's 15.98 miles, 16 miles out. So the area covered by that is Manitou Springs. Garden of the Gods is not far from there. Cave of the Winds. We go around here, it goes straight through the United States Air Force Academy airfield. And then if we go, zoom in a bit. Okay. There's a body of water, Pine Creek. So this is 16 miles, and the reason why I'm doing that, I'll go back to it again, is because of these 16, 16 and 16, and when this chart's actually turned to 1013, this one's 1015, the ascendant and the descendant is 16 as well. So that's the reason why I thought I'd look at 16 miles out. So that's where it goes. Now, this is that same moon line that goes up through Glen Eagle, through Woodmore, Spruce Mountain, and then goes along the areas that have been searched, as I've said. So, yeah, I find that pretty interesting that this goes through the Air Force Academy here, and there's a little lake green type area there, and then going around here, seeing that it's Manitou Springs really feels very familiar to me, and Red Rock Canyon, I don't know what that is, but anyway, that's where the line goes out to. Okay. So just to finish off, this is the chart for 2/19 when she got home. And as we can see here, the moon has now moved right next to the MC at 10 degrees. Both of them are 10 degrees. So that is basically how come we can see what we saw on the video. That's the world seeing Ganon. But this time we have Venus over here and Neptune is next to Ganon. So the deceit is between the female and Ganon in the public. So, but the public are so desperate to find Ganon, and I believe that he is reaching out really a lot as well, and that is showing me that there with that moon there on the MC. So, like I said before, let's pray, fingers crossed, that the Mercury retrograde, which is in Pisces at the moment, will come across here and obliterate the story and bring it to light and bring Ganon home. And it will, because it's going into Aquarius and moving back into Pisces. So it's going into a completely different sign where the secrets can't be kept hidden anymore. And when it goes back into Pisces again, this is retrograde Mercury, of course, and hits off these planets, that'll be when we find out what happens to her. So I am almost positive by the 10th of March we will know what's happened. And then after the 10th of March, a full story will emerge. And I have a feeling as well that there's going to be something that's just a little bit surprising that we don't know that might come out too. Okay, I am sending all my love to Ganon, and I just hope he comes home. Take care, everyone. Bye.